Hello, viewers. I hope you all are doing well. And today, welcome you all for Dhanguard live streaming. I am Shilpa Sharma for you. Today, I have a new topic for your knowledge purpose. So, today we're going to talk about EJARI. Okay, so many people might have heard about this term, and many people are not aware about this term. So just to clarify the doubt, today we're going to talk about ijari. So ijari actually it's an Arabic word which means terminology as my rent. Okay, so it's kind of a lease agreement, and it's a lease agreement which has to be done by the land department, real estate of regulatory authority. Now, you had understood the significance of ijari, which means that it's a lease agreement. Now, it has to be performed in various ways, and the purpose of getting the ijari in many ways. So, for registration of the company, or you are, having an apartment, or you are living in UAE, in Dubai, so you need to pay your rent, right? So, the property is registered under your name, and it's an agreement between the lessor and lessee, that the person who is paying the rent and the person who is giving the property. So it's an agreement which mentions everything, like how much is the tenure of that ijari, and what are the rent that you are paying to the to the government and the authority, and whether this property is registered under your name or your company's name. So I hope you understood the significance of ijari. So there are many questions has been arise from this, that does EJARI require in all the aspects. So I will be covering all those questions one by one, because we have received frequently questions from our viewers, and I have jotted down few questions from their side. So one, the client has asked, is EJARI mandatory for company registration? Okay, very nice. So for the company registration, not all the business types require the office premise at the first year of the registration process. Many businesses, like if you are doing IT consultancy or project management, these kind of businesses which doesn't require a physical presence, doesn't need ijari at the first year. But next year, of course, when you are going for the renewal from DED, then you have to give the ijari, which means a tenancy agreement for your business, that you are having a business, and then at the time of renewal, it's required. So again, there are two type of categories. One, the type of business which doesn't need ijari at the first year, and the type of business which needs ijari for the purpose of having the registration of the license. So first part we will cover up the businesses which require ijari. Suppose a business when you are doing real estate, okay, so it's a kind of business which should have the presence of the land. In that case, ijari will require. So this is something from the government side itself. So when you are registering a company for real estate, in that case you have to provide an ijari. Now in this case also there are two bifurcations. So first is that you can rent an office, proper office, make an ijari, a lease agreement. You will be paying rent and you will be using that office. Second type is virtual ijari. So virtual ijari means this address is registered for your company, but you are not using that. You are not paying rent. Only for the purpose of releasing the license and for getting the inspections done, you have a property on your company name. Is it confusing for you? I will just simplify this. Okay. So you have taken an office. Virtual means it's not physically present, which means you cannot use it physically, but it's there, like proper, infrastructure is there. There is property which is registered for your company's name, on which you can do the inspection from the labor department, from any authority. They can come and they can visit, they can do the inspection. They will know, okay, this is your property, for which you are not paying rent, only the amount for getting this document. So this is called virtual ijari, which means it's uh, given to you, but not for the use purposes, for operational purposes, just for the inspection purposes. This is called virtual ijari. And major part, that ijari, the real ijari, or the part when you are paying rent, then it's a proper kind of ijari. So first part we have covered the type of businesses which require ijari. Now the second part which doesn't require ijari. So when you register your company into the DED, okay, mainland, then many businesses are there which doesn't need EJARI at all at the first year of the registration. So digital marketing or IT consultancy, software solutions, or any kind of professional type of company registration doesn't need at the first time of registration. But next year, when you are going for renewal, in that case, it's mandatory. So whether the type of business is there which doesn't need EJARI at the first year, but at the time of renewal, it will require. So I hope you answered your question, type of EJARI and whether it's required or not. Now the second question we have received, from which authority it's regulated. So, okay, so EJARI is regulated from Land Department, of course. So there is a Real Estate Regulatory Authority in UAE, which provides the assassination, and the regulatory authority, which provides the governance of this. And by the EJARI system, you can apply the EJARI and you can get this document. So whenever you are looking forward to register your company, which requires EJARI, so you can take our help. And we have, as I mentioned before as well, we have a co-working space structure. We have our own business center by which you can lease out the property for your business if you want to use it, and then you can register yourself for the EJARI. We can help you with that. Third question we have received, is it mandatory for getting resident visa? Is EJARI required to get the resident visa? So the answer is no. EJARI doesn't relate with the resident visa, so it's a totally separate thing. So if you want to get the residency visa, you just need to register a company and you need to get the visa out of that company. So it's completely different. You don't need to show any place or any apartment or any property that you are living. So for visa purposes, it's not required. For company registrations, it's required, as I mentioned. So I hope you got an idea about it. Why is it required, when to register and when to not. So it is regulated by the Land Department. Has to be registered from the RERA department. So if you have more clarity, I mean, you need more clarity about it, then you can contact us. We have profound team who is an expert for the EJARI registration. They will help you out with that. If you are looking for the renewals and you need EJARI, you can contact us, and you can ping us also. You can mention your details in comment section and you can contact us directly as well. I hope we were able to cater your questions which were frequently asked and wanted to have the idea about this EJARI document. And furthermore, if you have more questions, you can contact us. Thank you so much from my side, and best of luck.